Hello and welcome back to the channel. Before we get into today's video, I just wanted to say I'm thinking about filming a video to analyze my last game, yesterday's game. I think our opponent Black played very well, and I want to analyze their initial placements as well as the entire game because I think there's a lot of learning experiences um, to share there. So let me know if you would find that interesting in the comments below, and we'll film that. Additionally, I'm going to be stuck in Vegas over Thanksgiving. I somehow got this 24-hour layover, and so I'm going to be filming as much Catan content there as possible. So stay tuned for that as well. Thank you for supporting the channel as always, and let's get into the video. All right, looks like we are in second position on this board, and it's a very high ore board. We have the 6, the 8, the 4, a lot of good spots. So I'm looking at the 8-3-10. The 4-3-6 is decent. You have the wood and the brick. It's very low wheat board though, and that's something important to note. So this 3-5-8 is actually decent, as well as the 8-5-10. Actually, the 8-5-10 being better because you have this 3-to-1 port going down to the right. So I'm considering taking that just because there's so much ore on this board and there's not a ton of wheat. So actually first position opts for that, and I actually like that a lot just because it's going to be so hard to get on wheat on this board. So with that being said, I don't want to get stuck with an 11, so we may just have to port for it. So I'm thinking the 3-10-8 is decent. There's a couple of wood outs. 5-9-10 is decent going towards the 3-to-1 port. Only problem with that is you're not going to have any wheat or ore in that scenario. But that is a high production spot. The 3-4-5 is decent going down and to the left. But the question here is, does somebody take the 3-8? I could see that with this being such a low wheat board. So I'm really leaning towards this 10-3-8. There's so many other ore spots that I'm not sure. Well, actually, we can't do the 10-3-8 because whoever takes the 3-4-6 could potentially cut us off here. I really like Black's first placement. So what else do we have available? We could just do the 3-8-4. Go towards the brick port. We could do the 5-4-11. Or we could do the 4-3-6. I kind of like the 4-3-6, but I don't love the expansion opportunities. But I think Black takes the 10-8. So I think we are going to take this. And then we're going to go up towards that 3-to-1 port. Now I don't love this, but the reason I landed on this is if I took the 3-8-4, there's a really good chance here that Black takes the 10-8. And if I take the 3-10-8, there's a good chance that somebody takes the 3-4-6 and then uses the free road to cut us off to the brick port. So I don't love the production on this. It may have been better to go for the 5-9-10, just knowing that there's going to be plenty of ore spots on the way back. I think that might have been the better play here. But I like at least getting this solid ore spot. I have brick with my wood. So orange takes the 4-5-11, which is decent. I think the 11-6 is going to be open here. So I actually like that. Now, if the 5-9-10 is open, we probably will try to take that. And then go for road, get on this 3-to-1, get on the sheep, and then hopefully eventually connect roads. But I don't know if that's going to be open for us. I bet fourth position takes the 5-10-9 here. And then they could pair it with a lot of different stuff. They could pair it with this 3-8-4. 3, 4, 6. A lot of decent spots. But I think black is going to be in a really, really solid spot here. Just because he's most likely getting on this 8. What else makes sense? Three, 4, 6, 5, 9, 10, and then going towards the brick port looks pretty solid. Because if black takes one spot, it's going to be the 8, 10. Then again, the risk there is that if the 3, 10, 8 gets taken. Interesting, okay. Okay, so they're going full road here. So he's on double brick, double wood. So this does give us the 3, 8, 4. And then we could snag the brick port. But I really don't love being on this much brick and wood without being able to connect. I could also point down because, well, I don't know about pointing down because I could definitely see black also taking the 3, 11, 6 as opposed to the 10, 8. But I do think both the 10, 8 and the 3, 11, 6 help his position here. Yeah, no matter what, black gets on a solid ore spot, which is going to make him pretty dangerous. So I'm tempted to take this 3, 11, 6 now. One, because we'll be able to get on some wheat, which will help us. And then 2, we'll have this bottom area to expand to. And assuming black takes this 10, 8, we have a really good expansion to this 2, 4, 9. But we will be racing blue for it. So I think this is pretty safe. It would be very interesting if I could see black taking the 2, 4, 9 as well, but the 10, 8 is just perfect because it gives him brick to pair with his wood. He has coordinated 8s. So I do like this a lot. Problem is going to be in getting sheep. Also, it's kind of a tricky win condition because I don't see us getting road or army here. We are going to be fighting pretty heavily with blue, which is scary because blue is on a ton of wood and a ton of brick. So we'll have to rob from him, probably on this 10 brick, just so we can hurt black a little bit in the process. Orange is probably my least preferred setup here. They don't really have great expansion opportunities. They're on kind of a low amount of production. And their port doesn't help them out a lot at all. So I don't see orange being a huge competitor here. Hopefully, though, he still fights for army. And if we can land this 2, 4, 9 spot, road is still on the table. We can always connect. But we're going to wait to place any road until we see what blue does here. Because I could definitely see him getting over to this 2, 9, 5 spot very quickly. But we do have a city in hand, and we're going to city up this 3, 4, 6 spot. I don't want to give blue anything that can give him the road settle. He's got to be pretty close. I wonder if he wastes his road settle on this brick port. Okay, another 6 hits and a 9. See if we can get the sheep. Doesn't help us now, but it'll help us in the future. I don't think I want to give blue brick yet, so I'm just going to city this up and pass. Also, blue is sitting on now 9 cards, and he has plenty of sheep in hand. So I did put the first city down, so I'm going to look scary here, but I do think black long term is going to be a lot stronger. So he does opt to block this 6, which I don't think I agree with. I think you have to block the coordinated 8s before black gets too strong. We've seen on this channel quite a bit where the person with coordinated 6s or 8s with wheat and ore end up doing very well. Okay, so there's no way that blue doesn't have a road saddle. The question is, does he want to cut orange off, or does he want to get to this 2, 5, 9 spot? Interesting. He goes for the wood port. Okay, we'll see if we can get wheat here. I really don't want to place my road down just yet. Because red could always cut us off. So I think I'm just going to pass here. Our 6 is blocked, and I can see us getting robbed again. And if we have to 7 out, then we'll just give up our ore here. But this 2, 4, 9 spot's really important. It gives us the sheep. But I think black's going to be relatively under the radar until he gets a settlement on this 8. To pour it out of his ore. Interesting. I think orange missed a really good opportunity to cut me off at this 6 spot. Black talking smack. As he should, as he should. I do think overall he's going to be in a better position here, but we'll see if we can get this 2, 4, 9 spot. Hopefully we don't 7 out here. I don't really want to give anyone 2 ore, so I might just have to 4 for 1 here. Not a ton of 7s though. Okay, we do have our sheep now. The question is it worth even going for dev cards in our position? Because there's a good chance we just end up going for road. And also, do we want to double up on this 6 ore? Or would we rather get to this 3 to 1 port? Because we're already on a ton of ore, and that extra 12 doesn't mean too much. So I'm kind of leaning towards going to this 3 to 1. I don't want to help orange clear his cards here. Yeah, so now we're sitting at 8. It's really tempting to get to this 3 to 1. Because once again, we're already on plenty of war here. Okay, maybe someone offers the brick for wood. I think we have to get dev cards here now just so we can defend ourselves. Even though the 4 doesn't hurt us too bad, it's still a factor. That's a tough 7 out by orange. So I'm assuming he blocks the 6 here, steals from us. Now I think a big mistake by orange, okay, he blocks the 10. I think a big mistake by orange is he should be getting on this 8 ore. That brick port doesn't really help him at all. And that doubling up on the 8 for black is actually huge if he's able to do that. Our goal is going to be to block his 8 wheat, because the 8 ore, although he needs more ore than he does wheat, the wheat's so much more tradable. Okay, so he does block the 8, which is good. Yeah, once black doubles up on this 8 ores, he's going to be a huge threat. Yeah, we'll let him port for it. Okay, so black does have the road in hand, but they don't play it. So maybe they're waiting to cut orange off at the 3-1. Okay, so we're going to block this 8 indefinitely, steal from black. So orange might take this. Nope. I think we're going to have to pass here. It looks pretty gross to 4 for 1 ore. Okay, the question is, does he block the wheat or does he block our 4? Okay, he blocks the 4. Probably steals from us then. Okay, we hit an 11. That's huge. Now we just need a 3. It would be nice to get a city on this 3-11-6. My fear here is that the only way that orange wins this is he's got to cut me off here to make sure I don't connect. And then he'll get road. And even then, I mean, it's going to be tough for orange. That's tough. Yeah, now he gets cuts off at the brick port. Blue's still on this as well. He's not on any wheat, but he's on some strong production. He's on the 10-3. Yeah, he should have gone to the 8 instead. I mean, it really doesn't help him at all to go to the brick port. Interesting. So he's not doubling up on the 8. I guess he has the wheat port. Black could also go for road here. If we can't get this, we'll just have to go for the dev card. Okay, that's good. We'll use this for 2 wood. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I do think everyone knew that was coming. So this is the best dev card I think we could have gotten, because I don't see us getting army here. And we will need some more wood. Black robs from us. Hopefully it doesn't get the sheep. Okay, gets the brick. So we'll have the 3-to-1 port up and running soon. Okay, now we can just do 2 wheat. Or honestly, we need to get rid of our cards, so let's do a wheat and a wood. Yeah, I think we're gonna get blocked here again. Probably on the 6. Oh, but he picks the 6 ore. Yeah, I mean, black is still the danger. Just because the 8's only ruled once doesn't mean he's not in a good position. But he is far behind, I will say now, in terms of army. But, I mean, there's a good chance he gets road here. His 10s have been hitting. The coordinated 10s help quite a bit. I do think I want to connect sooner rather than later, though. Because once I connect here, I'll have all the space. I can wrap around this 6. Okay, I can also get another settlement here as well. Wow. That's huge for us. It's tempting to just get road now just to prevent somebody from getting it in the future. I think we are going to do that. It definitely looks scary, but there's been enough times where I've been cut off. So now we look obviously very strong, but it's hard to block us here. The 6s have been on fire. We have one more settlement to play with. And we can either go to this 9-6 here, or we can wrap around this 6. My fear is that this 6 gets blocked. Wow. We're really, really close to the city here. I think we just have to get a dev card, though. Yeah, that's exactly what we needed. Now I think we're just going to expand our road. So I'm going to wrap around. I think that's the best scenario here because our opponents can always work together to cut us off at this 9-12. And if black tries to go for a road in the future, then I'll need to wrap around this 6 to keep up with them. So we're definitely getting blocked. 4, 6. So probably the 6. Yep. That makes sense. Not just 6, bro. All right. Well, he just hit an 8, so hopefully he'll be able to get a city here soon. But he's He's not out of the contest for Army, but definitely tougher. So black has to block this other 6, maybe the 4. Either one's fine. And the 12. Okay, we're close now to a city. We just need one more 6 to roll, and then we got it. Also the dev card. We got lucky on the dev card too. This might have been the luckiest game we played. All right, we got some good rating points. It's been a while since we've won a ranked game, but haven't been playing as much. Good game though. I mean, I don't know how much of that was due to me and how much was due to the numbers hitting, but yeah, crazy dice. 6s, 12s, yeah, 4s did pretty well. I think this is the luckiest game we've ever played in terms of dice rolls. But anyway, good game. I don't know how much there is to analyze here. I mean, we absolutely crushed. Resource stats. Yeah, 9 9s. Were we on any 9s? No. Oh yeah, we were on this sheep. Yeah, our numbers hit this game. 3 8s. Well, thank you to the Catan gods for offering me this game. And thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.